Hi, Phil Aston here from Now Spinning Magazine with another album review. Now, a lot of the time, I obviously talk a lot of the time. I always talk from the heart, and I always feature things that I really, really love. And I try my best to kind of be as knowledgeable as I can about what I'm talking about. But sometimes something comes across my radar that I've missed, that I don't know a lot about. And I start to realise that I have missed out, and I'm scrambling as quickly as I can to try and get as much background information as possible to give it justice. And I mentioned this album in my October preview, what was coming up, and it was interesting when I got a couple of messages from people saying, "Oh wow, you're going to be, mentioning Clive Carroll," and I thought this is a new artist to me. But who is influenced by, and the album I'm going to show you has got connections to a band that I really, really like. This is the Abbott. It's a 2 CD set, 2 hours of music. And it Clive Carroll playing the music of John Renbourn. Now, I have featured on the Now Spinning Magazine channel and website the band Pentangle. This box set in particular, it's just holding this in my hand makes me want to play something from it as soon as I finish doing this. And also the other one, and I'm going to be featuring yet a third one soon, which is the live one. And so Clive actually got in touch with me after seeing me do these reviews and said, would I be interested in hearing his new album? And I said yes. And so it arrived, and I've been playing it a hell of a lot. The story, there's a picture of Clive and John in the sleeve. This is such beautiful music, and for those of you who don't know Pentangle, let alone Clive, this is the music that influenced Jimmy Page. This is just complex but melodic, intricate, beautiful music. It is like having someone come round and paint you pre-Raphaelite tapestries in the back of you on the wall. It's fantastic. It says here on the sleeve notes that John Renbourn and I first met in the 1990s in the Red Lion pub in Morningtree, Essex. I'd phoned the organiser of John's gig there, Barry Carter, to ask if I could open for his show, and subsequently turned up with some original tunes, a few John Dolan loop pieces and a couple of Joe Pass influence numbers. It turns out that John watched my set, and we discovered that we had similar musical interests, and shortly after I graduated from Trinity College in London, he brought me on tour with him throughout the UK, Europe and America. John introduced me to touring internationally and to life on the road. I have colourful memories of our adventures together. It was fun, wild and exhausting all at once. An episode in Wyndham, Norfolk saw John become the Abbot and me the kid. 5 years after John's death in 2020, I sat down one afternoon and pulled out a book of tunes. I'd always wanted to learn some of his solo guitar pieces, as well as well-known My Dear Boy, The Hermit, The Lady and the Unicorn. And once I had those under my fingers, my curiosity took me further and deeper into John's unique compositions and arrangements. I had already recorded a version of Estampo from the 2006 film Driving Lessons, which stuck closely to John's version of his Traveller's Prayer album. However, after reading through his handwritten score, which asks for a Moorish flavour, the concept of a new album began to come into focus. And John was, as it says here, was always tinkering with his music, and that is basically what Clive has done. And this is just superb. Clive also sent me some notes as well about the album and how they stuck to a tried and tested set list when they did their tours together, etc. And you can tell with this just how much love has gone into the music. And in fact, Pentangle are also here in places on the, I'll probably pronounce this incorrectly, so forgive me. Sadie Brown features Wiz Jones on vocals and guitar, Mike Walker and Jackie McShee is also on vocals on The Wedding Dress, Stefan Grossman. There's a lot of different things on here. It is purely English, folkish, classical, bit of blues. It's a great, great album. It's not just instrumental. There are vocals as well, but it's a tour de force of guitar playing. It really, really is. There are lots of guests. You won't be able to see this, I know, but there are lots of guest musicians on it. And I've really, really, really enjoyed it. Nearly 2 hours of music. And so if you are a fan of Pentangle, you need to know that there are younger musicians flying the flag and taking this music forwards, reinterpretations of these classic tunes, but still retaining a respect to where they came from. And also remember that John, as it says here, as I read out, was always, doing different versions and playing with the music as well. So that is the Abbot by Clive Carroll. It's fantastic. Obviously sitting outside with a glass of cider, if the weather's nice, and having this on in the background on your Bluetooth speaker will sound fantastic. But equally, trying to relax and just chill out from the things that are going on out there in the world. It's a great, great album. So highly recommended. Go to clivecarroll.co.uk to find out where you can get a copy. It's beautiful. So thank you for watching, thank you for being here, thank you for subscribing and becoming a YouTube member, or even just buy me a coffee via Ko-fi. It all makes a difference. It helps me spend more time doing these videos for you and all the readers and listeners for Now Spinning Magazine. So take care, everyone. Remember, music is the healer and the doctor, and I shall see you very, very soon.